Hey guys, how's it going? It is a sad day for gaming, and the reason is, you somehow did not read the title of this video. Prey 2, the game from Human Head Studios, the sequel to 2006, I believe, the first Prey. And the news has broke out. Bethesda has finally gave us confirmation about the status of Prey 2, saying that it is officially canceled. Now it's sad, but at the same time, I mean, it's not really surprising, alright? Because as someone who was really looking forward to the game when it was first announced in 2011, and I was like, that was like my most anticipated game for the time, right? I really wanted to get into it. It was supposed to be out in 2012, got pushed back, got delayed. And, when we saw the news, we were like, okay, maybe they're going to work on the game, they're going to polish it some more, so okay, fine, delay it so the game will be better. And then it got indefinitely delayed, and no one talked about the game for a while, and basically here we are. We basically didn't know what the status of the game was for a long time now. Was it in development? Did it switch hands? I mean, there was just so much stuff going on surrounding this game. We just didn't know what was going to go on. So, I mean, at one point, Human Head was working on it. Then there was some controversy surrounding Bethesda and Human Head, the relationship. And Bethesda was saying it's not up to our quality standards. And then I think there was some mispayments involved, like they were like overworking them to a certain point, or something like that, right? Some big controversy surrounding the politics of their relationship. And then at one point, it was a rumor that Prey 2 was handed off to Arcane Studios, who made Dishonored, and that they were working on the game. Then Arcane Studios came out and said, no, that's not true. And then there were more rumors surrounding the game was still in development. And then here we are. It's kind of weird because we just had a news article, I would say not even a year ago, not a few months ago, I would say earlier this year or whatever, stating that the game was in fact being worked on, and that it did have they were talking about the different gameplay types, about how the game would play, how different it would be from its predecessor, how different it would be from its original idea and its direction. And now we have this pretty sad news that it is indeed canceled. So if you guys haven't, maybe some of you guys haven't even heard of Prey 2, maybe some of you guys remember, just trying to remember what exactly the game was. Basically, it was a game, it took place on this alien homeworld called Exodus, and you played as a bounty hunter who basically got abducted into this world. And it was this really, really interesting game. It basically combined the parkour mechanics of Mirror's Edge, and incidentally, I'm wearing a Mirror's Edge shirt right now, but it combined the parkour mechanics of Mirror's Edge, mixed in with sort of a world and like a universe, like Mass Effect, where you had a bunch of alien races. They all congregated to this one specific planet. Humans were not involved at the time, but it was a very, very interesting game. And more so, it was unique. And it was something that we haven't seen before. And it was really ambitious. It was completely open world. It was completely vertical. You could have all these weapons. You had this just jetpack on you, these hover boots. You had these rockets and stuff that came out of this attachment, this little backpack thing on your shoulder. And you had like huge enemies. I'm talking like enemies that are like 2 stories high that you're facing. It was just a really, really interesting game, and I, for one, was really excited to play it, mainly because of its gameplay and how it mixed, 2 of my favorite games in there. Being a huge fan of Mass Effect that I am, and also being a huge fan of Mirror's Edge as I am, seeing those 2 games sort of combined and basically, Prey 2 being formed, I was really looking forward to the game. And I was really looking forward to it at one point that I actually went back and I purchased the first Prey on Xbox 360 because I never played it, right? And I was very pleasantly surprised because the first Prey was actually a really good game. And it reminded me of elements like BioShock mixed in with Doom. So it was pretty interesting. And I definitely enjoyed the first game. And I was really looking forward to the sequel. It was a last-gen title, PS3 and Xbox 360, and it was supposed to be on 2012, and just issue after issue after issue. So, I mean, it's unfortunate. Bethesda did actually come out and say that, here, I'll try to read you guys the article, in fact, because they did say that even though it's canceled, they do want to look at it in the future and still do something with it. So it's not like they're completely going away with the series, but it is, it is unfortunate. So, I know I said I was going to do news vlogs more. This is a video I just wanted to dedicate to this game because I was really looking forward to it. So that's why you guys are seeing this video instead of usually what I wanted to do before was talk about this topic and maybe some other topics in one video. But this is a game that I was really excited for. This is a game that I was really looking forward to. It's a game I really cared about. And you know, whenever you have one of those games where it becomes your most anticipated, like think of your most anticipated game now, whether it be Star Wars Battlefront, maybe it be The Division, and think about that game just all of a sudden just you hearing nothing about it, and then you're hearing it's in limbo, and then all of a sudden it's canceled. So, I mean, it's an unfortunate thing that happened. Again, it's not surprising because we haven't heard much about the game at all, but still. All right, here we go. Here's the official article. And I'm going to read you guys exactly what Bethesda said, all right, because they did have a lot to say on the game. All right, so Bethesda said the following. Pete Hines actually said this. I believe he's Bethesda's president. It was a game we believed in, but we never felt that it got to where it needed to be. We never saw a path to success if we finished it. It wasn't up to our quality standard, and we decided to cancel it. It is no longer in development. That wasn't an easy decision, but it's one that won't surprise many folks given that we hadn't talked about it. Human Head Studios is not working on it anymore. It's a franchise we still believe we can do with it. We just need to see what that something is, all right? So basically they're saying that they canceled the idea. So the Prey 2 that we've all, saw basically is canceled. That game's not coming out. That game probably will never come out, unfortunately. But they are saying that they will revisit it when they figure out what to do with it. It's very similar to what they did with Mirror's Edge. For those of you guys who didn't follow that game closely, they've had ideas for Mirror's Edge, but every single time they had an idea, it just didn't pan out. So I mean, it's basically. And now that we're finally getting a Mirror's Edge, but it's almost a similar situation where really in this game they showed us something. In this case, they showed us something, and unfortunately, it just didn't happen. But I mean, this does happen from time to time. Developers pitch to publisher an idea, and sometimes that idea becomes too ambitious. Sometimes there's politics in between, and sometimes it just doesn't fall through. It's unfortunate. I don't know if it happens often or rarely at all, but because I'm not part of the industry yet. But it's just something that I want to talk about. I wanted to let you guys know, and it's unfortunate. For those of you guys who are kind of with me on this, you're kind of sad. You're really looking forward to the original status of Prey. Please let me know in the comments what you were looking forward to about the game, what really interests you. And, again, when we do see it in the future, when we do see Prey 2 revived, or even Prey rebooted as a franchise, this would be definitely something I hope that, in terms of the element of gameplay and what it was trying to achieve, I hope that we see something similar, at least. I mean, we might not get the original thing, but I would really like to see something similar or even a different game with a different title that's similar to this, because it did look like a great idea. It did look pretty interesting and really like a blast to play. So I will talk to you all later. Have a great day. Thank you guys for watching, and let me know what you guys thought about Prey 2, and even the Prey franchise in general. Some of you guys may be hardcore fans, long hardcore fans. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but I mean, it is what it is. We're going to have to move on, and hopefully when it does come back, it will be something spectacular and even better than what we saw at E3 2011. Have a good day, guys. Talk to you later.